on the camera, but they somehow edited perfect editing. Like all you see is the back of my head for like 1.2 seconds.
Ah, damn.
What? I'm like, damn, I walked past the camera 90 times.
So was it fun? Was it fun being on set at all?
It was fun, but I'm like reacting to shit that I'm like, should I beat him up? No. Like, bro, like calm down. It's not that type of party. It looked real.
Yeah.
Like, it's not.
At any point, did you want to get on the show?
No.
You just wanted to walk by?
You see I'm Southside reppin', Bigfoot steppin', Zone 3 section is God flow perfection. Hating on the church like I ain't blessed they section. If we ain't talking money, I got a weak connection, that's on the hood. She said get a bag, so I get it, got it good. Don't complain about my problems, I just put it in a wood. Seen a genie the other day, she said make it good. So I wish for good health, then I wish to look as chief, not lieutenant.
Let's talk more about it. You ready to go? All right, another episode of Live on Lake Street. We live, baby. We got MAZI in the building.
Yes, sir.
Formerly known as
Armani Maserati.
Armani Maserati.
Yeah.
For those that may not know. So, I want to continue this conversation that we were kind of having off the mic a little bit about your journey.
Oh, yeah.
So your musical journey started back in. I mean, I'm assuming it started before 2012.
Yeah.
But
me and Chief, me, Chief, my homie T Storm, we used to cook up a lot of shit. Like him and T Storm really got me on my music shit. Like I really didn't give a fuck about music. I'm always a good writer though. I can write books, movies, TV, whatever you want me to write, I can write it. It's just I wasn't really focused on the music, but I seen Chief and T Storm making music. I'm like, shit, these my guys. I'm finna make music with them too.
Yeah.
I got to making music.
And so you were making music in 2012. You had a song.
Yeah, my brother flew me out to LA, and then we ran into Chop, which we know him from back in Chicago. Mm-hmm. So he put a couple beats on, and I'm just do what I do. I went in the booth and went crazy. He like, man, I like that shit. Fuck it, we gonna drop it. I dropped it. The World Star went crazy. Got like 10 million views in like 2 days.
Wow.
That's what really drew the attention of the labels and shit. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? What's to this? But as you can see, I'm still unsigned.
So off the strength of the song, bang.
One song.
I mean, what's crazy is, so we're talking 2012, so we're talking
over
a decade ago.
Yeah.
You said it did how many views in 2 days?
10 million.
Like
it did 6 something in the first day.
That's a lot today.
Yeah.
In 2012.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like if I wish the views would have been on YouTube, so I get a YouTube check from that shit. But it is what it is. I ain't tripping.
So it was up. So how did that work back then? World Star. They just take your content. Did they ask you for it?
My brother before the World Star guy died, we ran into him in LA. Like LA, you run into everybody.
Yeah.
He liked our vibe. He see we was real in touch with the streets, and he like, man, I could throw y'all on there. We like, how much? He like, I'm gonna do it pro bono. Like, I'm gonna put you on the top and everything. Cause we had lunch with him and we chilled with him for like 3-4 hours.
Wow.
He like, I'm gonna throw y'all on there, top box and everything. Like, I'm gonna give y'all like 4 days. Cool. All we need is 1 day. All I need is that. Show my talent. Put us up there. We went crazy. He even called us like, nigga, y'all views going crazy. Okay. Then he ended up passing right after that.
What was his name again?
Q.
That's right. Q.
Yeah, he ended up passing right after that. Yeah, RPQ for sure.
So wow. Was this off the strength of your brother's name at the time, or was this just because the song was
really
so hard? Or
the song was hard.
Yeah.
And he really wasn't doing no like acting shit then. He got money, but that's what really got us into places. His motherfucker got money.
Yeah.
But once we rubbing elbows, motherfuckers, I know how to talk, my brother know how to talk. Mm-hmm. People was just flocking to us. It seemed like. And then it was seeming unreal. Like this shit moving too fast.
It's just one of those songs. It just happened.
Yeah.
So now they get your foot into some doors of some pretty big labels.
Yeah.
And what's the process from there?
Man, he wake me up early as fuck in the morning. We got a meeting. Okay, we got a meeting with this company. We go to the meetings. They talking. All I'm listening for is the numbers. How much I'm getting.
Yeah.
Nobody was offering nothing more than $500,000. So shit, it really didn't move me. And then my brother put a power move on him. he walking the meeting with 300,000. So like you can't sign us for nothing less than this. When you walk in the meeting and drop 300,000 on the table, it's like they look at you different. Like, okay, it's not the. We can't 360 them.
Expound on that story. So you go into the label. Which label was it? Was it Interscope?
Oh, it was Universal.
Universal. So
Yeah,
you walk into Universal with your brother.
I actually offered me 400,000. That's who offered me the most.
Okay.
Universal.
Yep.
I'll be Universal right now because if my brother wasn't there, I'd be on their shelf. Like,
Maybe.
I'd still be telling people I'm signed to Universal.
Maybe.
But
could have worked out. You never know.
it could
Coulda.
have. I'm thinking it probably could have because I probably would have went hard.
Yeah.
Like, I would have went hard if I would have been in their studios and meeting their artists. They would have had to put me on.
You just got to do it again. That's
Facts.
the key. Is do it again. Like you can do
I
it
can do
once.
it again.
You got to do it again.
I can definitely do it again.
Yeah.
I've been making music the whole time, nonstop.
So anyway, so you're in Universal. You're in the office. You're sitting with the record execs. They offer you the 400, and you.
My brother stand up. He grabs his backpack. I'm thinking we leaving. He dumps the 300,000 off on the table.
Cash.
All cash, all hundreds. They looking at us crazy. I'm looking at him crazy. Like, damn, I didn't even know you had that in the backpack, which was crazy because they like, oh, that's a real. I know they was thinking like, man, these guys are crazy. But he basically told them we not signing for 400,000. I got 300,000 in my backpack. Why would we sign for 400,000? Little do they know he's a millionaire.
Yeah.
I know this.
For those that don't know who your brother is, can you tell me tell us who your brother is?
Akbar.
Yeah.
Akbar's from Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's your big brother?
Yeah, that's my big
Big
brother.
brother.
My mom's son.
Okay. So, so what was
My mama got 10 kids.
Do you remember what
It's
you remember what the reaction was? The record execs like
They start looking like eyes got big, and they start whispering to each other. I'm like, what's going on? Did they retract to 400? Did they say no? I thought they was gonna be like, shit, we'll counter at 600.
Yeah.
No counter, and they're like 400, take it or leave it.
Wow.
That's why I'm like, okay. I really was looking for close to an M. If I would have heard $1 million, I'm saying I don't give a fuck what my brother said.
Yeah.
He was gonna be mad at me. 20 years, $1 million.
For sure.
I
So
wasn't reading the contract and nothing. 20 M.
so after you're in a position where you see that much money on the table, not literally, but they're offering you $400,000 for something that you have,
Yeah.
and you're turning it down. How do you go back to regular life after that? Like you just literally like if somebody said, "Hey, here's $400,000 for your show,"
Yeah.
and I said no, like how do I don't know how I would continue
I mean,
to
you
move.
value yourself more than that.
Yeah.
That's all that I take out from that. I value myself more than 400,000.
Yeah.
$10 million nigga. Any time of the day, I could be flat broke. I could be rich. I'm still worth $10 million.
So what's your
I'd be
next?
100.
So what's your next move after that? What do you do after that?
I stayed in LA. We stayed working, networking, and I always kept making music. So didn't really care about making music. I was just kept making it, and we just kept networking. Then I just kept seeing the inside of the business part of the music business. You know, because it's music, which I dominate at. The music part, like however you want to do it, backstage, we can rap. But the business part of the thing, well, that's what a lot of people mess up and don't understand, and not reading these contracts and not signing lawyers to read these contracts for you. That's what a lot of people mess up and end up with 360 deals or sign for 200,000 for 12 years because you're not reading the contract, but you just signed your life away for 200,000, something that you might have to owe back if you don't make the company no money. So
And they're probably expecting you to owe it back.
For sure. If you don't make anything,
Yeah.
oh, we need that back.
Yeah.
That was an advance on your music.
Yep.
And you didn't do anything. So we need that money back. Or we're going to send you a lawsuit, invoice.
Yep.
200,000. You're like, what the fuck? Do I got to pay this back? Then you get a subpoena at your door. You've been subpoenaed to go to court for somebody suing me.
Yep. And now your music career is done. That's never happened.
You're done from there. You're
now.
blackballed from the industry, basically.
Yep.
So, like Jay-Z telling nobody not to work with you.
So talk to me a little bit about the things like what you saw in the industry that kind of turned you away from it.
The celebrities, you from afar and on TV, they look so real. You get in person with these people are not who they say they are.
Yeah.
Like, you be so mad, like, you acting like that? That's what I'm like. I've been in the studio with a lot of stars, and they like, oh my God, like, what? And you scared of a little tussle? Like,
I just see people come and shut people's studios down. Like, you just let them walk in there and do that.
Can you give me some names of who, like, and people that
I
you've been
don't
around?
I don't want to
Just
name
people that
drop.
you've been around that
I've been
was
around
different.
people. Chris Brown. I've been around Tiger. Fucking
Was Chris
3-6 Mafia.
Was Chris who we think he is or no? No.
That's sad to say.
Don't tell me that. That's the GOAT.
He's definitely a great artist.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take that from him.
Yeah.
He ain't who you think he is. Like, the business got him. I think that's what got him. But it'll change you. Hollywood will change you.
For sure. And he was in early.
Yeah, he signed when he was 15, 16.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it'll change you having money, being around, being successful. It'll change you.
Yeah.
You either change for the worse or you change for the better. But you change.
Yeah.
People be like, oh, people think people don't change. People change for sure.
Yeah.
You give a broke dude $1 million, he's gonna still be that same guy, but he's gonna change. He's not gonna be standing on the corners holding signs no more.
Yeah.
He got $1 million. He's gonna figure it out
Yeah.
until he's back broke again. Then he gonna be back there with a sign. But life goes in a full circle. I
So you just found pretty quickly that just isn't what you want.
No, I didn't like the business side. I didn't like the networking, and I like talking to people.
Yeah.
Therefore, I get the networking, and you're not who you say you are on these music. I'm thinking music is everybody write their own music.
Yeah.
That's me being blind to the industry. I'm thinking like everybody write their own music. Nobody has ghostwriters. This is a foreign subject to me.
Yeah.
Then I start seeing people like me in the studio 8 deep with one of these famous people, and the famous person just sitting there like this on social media. Why these 8 dudes are fucking writing a song for him? Like, help us. What the fuck? Well, you getting most of the money from this. You ain't gonna help us with an idea or nothing. We just sitting here making your song. Like, most of the 9, I'm gonna say 8 times out of 10 songs that you hear on the radio is written by somebody else.
For sure.
And that's sad, because I thought people write their own music. Like, it's not that hard to sit down and write a song, a melody. That's what you really gotta write.
Well, for you, it's not.
Yeah.
So that's why that'd probably be a good space for you to carve out.
I was thinking that.
Is writing.
Thinking about just being a writer for somebody.
Because a lot of them writers, they're getting
Yeah. Now
a bag.
they're getting a bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then it wasn't too many people that was really getting a bag for writing.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be sitting on somebody's shelf in the industry like, what am I doing? Because I know a few people that should be famous right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's writers, but that's the way it go, I guess. Like, I met some writers for people that was like, damn, I need to step my game up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they really write. Like, their pen game is crazy.
So you being around your brother, who obviously is pretty deep in the industry. I guess I don't know how deep he is, but I mean, being on Love and Hip Hop, that's big.
And he don't make music.
And he don't make music.
So, yeah, think about it. He's on Love and Hip Hop for music.
And he don't make music. Yeah, that is wild.
That
That is kind of wild.
The man connected.
Yeah.
Like,
So what I remember a few years back, and you can comment on this or not, but there was the weird, the controversy with him, 50 Cent, Tierra Marie, all that shit. Like, what was?
that was her trying to get some money.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
what
She was
happened?
trying to build her brand up, I guess.
She released a tape, right?
Yeah. She say my brother did, but my brother is not on Love and Hip Hop. He didn't really care about being on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
After the tape came out, that's when they came and contacted him, like, we need you on the show because this is her story this year.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
So that you being around that
Yeah.
had to be just another
Yeah. It just showed me more about
another
the
red
industry.
flag for
Yeah.
you. Like, oh,
It
yep.
showed me more about the industry.
Yeah.
And that shit's so fake. Like,
Is it?
it's not scripted, but it's fake.
It's they kind of
56 cameras
They
here,
nudge
literally.
you. They nudge you a little
Yes,
bit. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Put you in positions where they know you're gonna blow up.
Have you been on set?
Yeah. I was on set the whole time except for like the last 2 episodes.
Were you really?
Yeah.
And so what was it?
If you actually watched the part where she was shooting her music video, I walked past,
Oh shit!
and I really kept walking past trying to get on the camera, but they somehow edited perfect editing. Like, all you see is the back of my head for like 1.2 seconds.
Ah, damn.
What? I'm like, damn! I walked past the camera 90 times.
So was it fun? Was it fun being on set at all?
It was fun, but I'm like reacting to shit that I'm like, should I beat him up? No, like, bro, like, calm down. It's not that type of party. It looked real.
Yeah.
Like, it's not.
At any point, did you want to get on the show?
No.
You just wanted to walk by?
Yeah, I just want to
Just get in the camera?
I put like 10 chains on, 3 watches.
Oh, that's great.
I'm gonna get seen.
So in a way, man, you're kind of lucky that you've gotten to be able
Yeah, I got to
to
soak
be a
up
bystander and see some of this stuff without actually being the one that's involved. Because
Yeah.
then you know.
Got to soak up a lot of game.
You know what they say: smart people learn from their mistakes, wise people learn from the mistakes of others. So you
Facts.
got a lot of wisdom just being around your brother and
Yeah.
seeing all this stuff and having him help you get into doors that maybe you wouldn't have got into necessarily. Like
Yeah.
that's big, that's huge.
Definitely big.
So
Shout outs to my brother. Shout out.
Yeah, for sure. So how closely do you pay attention to the Minnesota music scene?
Pay a lot of attention.
Do you?
Yeah.
So who are some artists that you see out here that you think have that potential to kind of break through that ceiling and maybe become a premier artist in the world, a national artist?
I like the little north side dude.
Riley.
Prince Riley.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I feel like
I can see him mainstream, like NBA YoungBoy mainstream. Like
Yeah.
I can see him as big as that.
Yeah.
Cause the way the voice, like that's what people be looking for. The voice. The voice is what take you.
Yeah.
The voice carries you, carries the music. That's what opens the doors. The voice. People hear the voice and they believe you. Like
Yep.
it's to make people believe you.
Yeah.
It can be totally fake. Everything you're saying you never did, but it sounds like you did. It sound good.
Yeah.
And I close my eyes and listen to his music. It sound good. Like,
Yeah,
it sound like he's famous already.
It reminds me. It's kind of like Dirk to me.
Facts.
It's like there's that like distinct sound. You
With
know.
a mainstream. Like I think he got better bars than Dirk. Like
Oh, he definitely does.
yeah.
No,
Riley
Riley is more.
To his shit,
Yes.
like he's spitting.
Riley is more talented than Dirk.
Yeah.
I love Dirk.
Yeah.
No disrespect
No,
to Dirk
I-
at all.
Dirk-
love
I rock with Dirk
Yeah,
too,
he's
but
one of my favorite artists.
He's spitting. The little dude's spitting.
For sure.
I've listened to his shit. I'm like, damn, we got some heat coming up.
To me, he feels to me like he's the way I look at it. And I know some people might get mad at me for saying this, but I feel like he's the one.
Yeah.
Like to me, he's the one
Yeah.
that I think everybody should be
Facts. Put him behind.
really like.
Facts. And
Hey,
push him.
yeah, push him.
I told him that when I met him in person. I said, if I was to be around you, I'd be pushing you.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be writing, throwing you songs. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what you like about this? What you like this? You like this? That's the type of guy I am. Like,
Yeah. The guys around him
and
are super talented
just
as
'cause-
well.
Yeah, I his whole little crew
Yeah,
talented.
Mac
Then
Turner, P.
Mac
Will,
Turner, I like
Honcho,
it. He seemed like he writing the melodies.
similar.
He's writing the melodies.
yeah.
I can hear it. Like
Yep.
that guy's writing the melodies, and everybody else is riding off the wave, which is cool. But you might be the melody man. This guy's bigger than you. Help him out. You know. That's just me.
I
as
think
a person,
I think that they feed off each other. I don't
Yeah,
think
they
they
feed
do.
off each other.
I don't think
They
they
don't-
do anything for each other. Like
they don't
musically.
take each other bars.
No, but what's funny is probably like 2 years ago.
They feed off each other energy.
I would have
Sure.
said the same thing about Mac Turner 2 years ago that I say about Riley now. Like
Yeah.
I think Mac was the one.
Yeah.
Not to say that he's not can't still be the one. They're all sharing that
His
spotlight,
melody.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
the melodies that
yeah.
these guys do.
They're all special. But Riley does feel like the one. What about like
I hate like nothing rap. Like
yeah,
I listen to it because it's a turn up music,
Yep.
but it's nothing. Like what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Your song is full circle. It's no meaning, no substance, or none of that shit. Like
Yeah.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
I agree. Sometimes some of that shit can get me. It
You
happens.
have
Sometimes
you have
it'll
to
get
be
me.
off drugs just
Yeah.
to even listen to these guys and be like, that shit hard. You hear what he say?
Most of these kids are out.
Yeah,
so
drinking lean and
it
drinking
works.
lean.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta go give me some lean.
How about Ty Stick?
Ty Stick. He can rap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You like Ty Stick?
Yeah.
So are you
I went to school with him. He
you
can
did?
rap.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like he's
I don't think he's Riley level, but he can rap.
okay.
I'll let you know if you can't rap.
Hmm.
There's a lot of people that can't rap.
I
That's probably-
think if
that's
you're-
hot. Like
So you don't think like if you were breaking it down by like sides, because I would say North Side for sure, Riley, and
Yeah.
I would say South Side to me is like Ty Stick kind of has.
man, when you say Southside, I say me, even though I ain't rapping.
You say you.
But no, if you say somebody that's rapping, yeah, or no, Chief still got Southside. If I ain't got it, Chief got it for sure.
Okay. All right.
For sure.
That's fair.
Chief got the Southside.
I just feel like Ty's really
All
he's
this
heating up
is doing-
right now.
It's bigger than rap. Like I see the industry. It's
Yeah.
gonna be bigger than rap. They don't care if you can just rap. Like a lot of people can just rap.
Yeah.
And them is writers. They writing for the best rapper out. Like,
Would you
fuck?
ever work with Ty Stick?
Yeah. No problem working with that.
Are you doing music right now? Like, is that something are you
Yeah.
kind of getting back on that? I know you said you never really stopped.
I never really stopped, but I've been getting back to the point I'm going to start releasing music again.
Okay.
Because everybody that I talk to, like, you done with music? Nah, I never be done with music. That's one of my loves. I always write. That's like basketball. I always go play basketball. Like, I love it.
Yeah.
But it's just, I got to the point where I'm like, I might as well just listen to this shit myself because the industry is something else. Like, it's a beast. It's a dirty beast.
Yeah.
And people see, the closer you get to the industry, the closer you're going to hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you just a fake person and you like fakeness. You
Yeah.
love it. Like, money, all these fake people around me, people that don't really care for my best interests.
Yeah.
But they're around me because I'm hot and I'm famous.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Don't come around me because I'm hot. Like, come around me because you got my best interest at heart. You got somebody, I just met this tailor. He want to make your clothes.
Yeah.
Be around me doing something. Don't be around me doing nothing.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, what the fuck were you doing?
Yeah.
I'm going to call you out on that shit. Like, dude, you've been around me a lot. What the fuck are you doing? What'd you bring it to the table? I'm confused. Are you trying to rob me? What's going on? I don't got nothing. Leave me alone.
So,
I can't pay you. So it's all pro bono.
so the industry has changed a lot since 2012. Now
It has,
Now,
because this streaming, like, when I started
independence
making
is
music,
big.
It was like we still was passing out CDs and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Still burning up this. I burnt 2,000, like, no, I said 2,000. I burnt 20,000 Bang CDs, like just one song, and then another song on there. It was 2 songs.
Wow.
I burnt 20,000 CDs, passed them out. I was really with my own money. I
Yeah.
really was out here trying to do it, and that was the way to do it back then. Now
Mm-hmm.
it's like streams. Everything is digital, which is cool because now I'm like, I'm finna throw my hat in the ring. Shit, I keep listening to all these weak ass dudes.
Yeah.
Like, the whole industry is all filler right now. Like, everybody you hear that's famous is like, and you be done fun, and bow bow. Like, oh shit, and the kids is going crazy off that shit.
Yeah.
Like, all the kids run around and give these people all the views. That's who's giving all the. Our age and older, we give a few views.
Yeah.
The kids is really, because you pass your phone to the kid and they go on YouTube, listen to the same shit you listen to.
Yeah.
10,000 times.
Yeah.
Your kid in the fucking bathroom or in the back room practicing that shit. They know the dance better than you know the dance.
Yeah.
You like, how the fuck I view this 116 times? Your kid viewing the shit out that motherfucker. Next thing you know, these people got 10 million views.
Yeah. That's
Now
true.
YouTube sending them a check forever for the rest of their life.
Yeah. Or their label.
Yeah. I needed a $100,000 check from YouTube. I ain't gonna lie.
So what?
I
So
want the YouTube check.
so what's your plan now with the music? You're just doing it just because you're passionate about it and want to make it and get it out there,
I really
or
don't care about the industry. I stay independent.
yeah,
Music does entertain. I stay independent.
it's nice because you can do that now.
Yeah. And I'm just shit. I'm gonna just start releasing more music. That's
Yeah.
what I'm finna do. I'm
Okay.
just gonna start putting it out. Like, here it is for free.
You dropping singles? Or we dropping an album? Or
I'm gonna drop a mixtape.
drop a mixtape?
I dropped singles. I tried that way.
Yeah.
It got me noticed. It got me into some meetings. But I'm gonna see what I do. Dropping a tape, a
Yeah.
few tapes. I'm gonna just give people free music.
When's the next one coming?
I was thinking somewhere around like June, July.
Okay. Well,
gonna
summertime drop.
I'm gonna drop back in.
Okay. But you don't have an exact date.
No, not
Title?
exactly.
How about a title? Mixtape title?
I'm
Anything?
back in.
I'm back in.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you rapping over industry beats, or are you doing original shit?
I'm gonna do original shit.
Okay.
I could rap over industry beats.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm gonna make that song hotter.
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay. What else? And what else? What else do you have? What else are you working
Build
on?
me a producer.
Okay.
That's what I always wanted to do. Meet a producer. Me and him vibe like
Lock in.
Chop and Chief Keef or DJ Mustard and YG. Like, I want a producer to rock with me like that,
Yeah.
and then we just rocking.
Well, you just put the bat signal out.
That actually helped them get on.
For sure.
Little do they know, they swear to God, they bars got them on, which it didn't. Them beats got y'all on.
Yeah.
Them beats made y'all hot as shit. What?
I'm not gonna. I won't.
I did not like YG, but I listened to him because his beats was slapping. Now I like YG, and I see like more of him.
Yeah.
He's a real one.
For
Like,
sure.
YG's a real one.
For sure.
Ain't industry-fied. Like, even though he got all that money, he's not industry. Like,
I don't know. Some of them shoes, bro. I don't know.
no,
some
no.
of them,
That's how
some
he
of them
was
Italian
dressing.
boots. I don't know.
I don't know about that, but you know when he put on his Vans, his Chucks and shit, like
Of course.
he real still in tune with the streets, which is cool. But like you got to know how to balance it. You can't just have $100 million and think you finna be on the block.
Now he's still
doesn't
him.
work
He's
that
still him, even with the Italian boots on, with the pointy toes.
That's what I'm
sure.
talking about. Like he's still him.
He
Like,
definitely is.
It's not industry.
He
Because a lot of
definitely
people are like, I'm not doing a song with you. You have $100,000. Like that's what Chris told me. Like me and him was supposed to do a song. Shit, you not. Me and him was supposed to do a song.
He said he wouldn't do a
He
song.
actually did one of my songs.
Oh.
He stole it. But
Which
we're
one?
not gonna get into
What
that.
song was it?
Just so you know, put it on the mixtape. That's what I said. He didn't want to get sued. He knew.
Chris.
The
Come on.
producer wanted to sue him.
Come on, man.
It was
Chris.
a weird time. We had him in the studio. We was in the studio for like 7 hours. He heard that song like since he didn't want to do the song I wanted him on. He heard that song like, can I do that? I guess the producer sent them the song because I did the song for the producer. Producer put on the beat, told me I'm in the studio, told me to make a song. Put the beat on. Go in the studio. I'm mumbling. I write R&B too, so it's an R&B song. I go in there mumbling. I'm like, let me hear it. I hear it. I go back in there and redo the mumbles, like with my full voice. He played it for Chris, and Chris was like, "That's it. I want that." But the whole town was telling him like, "Try to shoot this to the Weeknd." So I could see the Weeknd on this. Like if you listen to the song, you'll hear like, "Yeah, that's a Weeknd vibe." But Chris, he wanted it so bad. He gave it to him. I'm like, "Did he pay you?" I didn't really give a fuck about getting paid because I helped out. I was just doing it for the producer. Like I didn't write none of this shit. I'm just in there freestyling.
This is so disappointing.
Man, and then the producer, like I said it to him, he sent it back to me. He did it. I'm like, okay, are you getting paid? I just wanted the producer to get paid. I didn't really give a fuck. Then I come back to Cali 2-3 months later. He's losing his hair and shit. What's wrong? I've been chasing Chris Brown around for months. I'm trying. Are you serious?
No.
He won't pay me for the song.
Chris,
he put it on
no.
his mixtape. I'm like, damn.
Oh,
Shout out Chris Bars.
man.
That's who made the beat.
I'm not happy to hear this, but
Yeah, it was cool.
it's the industry. The game is the game, right?
It's the game.
The game
that's
is
why,
the game.
That's it's shit like that made me see like this is the game. Like I had
Yeah.
Juicy J in the studio one time. Me and him, I'm okay. We finna do a song. He fires up the biggest fucking blunt, literally. Hey, no, you can't smoke in here. He look at me crazy. What? Walks out with the blunt lit. I can't be in no studio. I can't smoke in.
That was it.
Never seen.
Never saw him again.
Never saw him again.
Damn.
Lost that feature.
He said, "Shut the fuck up."
Basically,
left.
I should have just let him smoke. That's what I was thinking. And Country Bracket was with him. He like, we can't smoke. No, y'all can't smoke. He like, oh no, man. And then Juicy J just walks out like, damn.
Ugh.
Just like that. It was just that easy. The verse took it. And he was gonna do a verse for free. Literally was just finna drop a verse because he's hearing the beats. He like, we had a producer in there. He liked his beats. He was just gonna go in the booth and rap. Should never told him he couldn't smoke.
Well, you didn't let it deter you though.
No, I didn't.
You're still here,
No,
still doing it,
still doing it.
getting back to it. So we got to wrap, but before we wrap, look at
I'm
this.
back in. That's why I named it.
Back in.
I'm back in.
Look at the camera. Final thoughts. Any closing thoughts? Anything you want to add?
Man, be on the lookout. MAZI coming, man.
He's back in.
I'm back in.
Where can they find you at?
You can find me on the south side of Minneapolis.
That's it. IG.
IG. MAZI. MAZI on IG. I think it's MAZI 5. I really don't be on social media like that.
Okay.
But I got IG
We'll post it. We'll put it in the comments
for sure.
or in the
It'll be
description
on the subscription.
for sure. Well, man, I appreciate your time. This is a good talk.
I appreciate you, man.
I'm glad we
Thank
could
you.
do it.
Yeah,
That's
we
it.
can do it anytime. Let me know.
All right. Another episode of Live on Lake Street. I'm Jake Faircloth. Follow me everywhere at Jake Faircloth1.
Live on Lake.
Damn, Woody. In high school, I let it blam, Woody. I wasn't playing, Woody. I'm coming straight out the south. Hey, genius, best watch your mouth. When I put up on PNB, right, that ain't he come out. You moving ounces, I just moved 100 things in a drought. You want the south side, outside the fence of your house. You talking all that, then wanna come talk it out. If you ain't talking money, you talking about.